there is something else seeing someone who knows what they're doing and dribbling with another like that.
How many ankles do you think you've taken this year? Hundreds? Thousands?
A lot, especially with the ankle breaker takeover.
When I'm out here playing, I feel like a lot of players use like PG. I do see Duncan a lot. What are some of the cards you see the community run with when you're out here playing?
A lot of Tim Duncan. I think personally, he's one of the best level 4 awards just because he had on every 6'11". A lot of people run Beasley, Gary Payton, those cards with the fast shots.
Oh yeah. Oh.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming right up, the Lakers taking on the... We've been building to this all season, the NBA Finals. Welcome and thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. We've got Jakob Poeltl, Dyson Daniels out there with Mitchell. Then it's Rizachet. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kyle Kuzma and it's Shed in at the point. You look at the Hawks, a whole year of blood, sweat, and tears comes down to this.
This is when the lights are their brightest, BA. The eyes of the whole world fixed upon you. Do you have what it takes to win it all?
And the basket by Splitter.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
No question. He is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor. It is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Pass to Poeltl. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Rizachet, no good. Here's Splitter. Shot from the low post is good. Splitter's got 5. Here's Daniels. Outside Mitchell. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Here's Poeltl. In close, he hits it.
And that's what they pay Poeltl to do, get extra possessions and capitalize if you can go back up.
To the left side wing. Here's Splitter. He's got 5. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Rizachet, defended by Kuzma.
Poeltl's frame is thin, but he is a physical big man, one who's good at getting the D to be overly aggressive inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the Hawks, Jakob Poeltl, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Around the league, there's a lot of appreciation for how well defined Jakob Poeltl's game is. He wants to rebound, block shots, and score inside. Simplistic, but effective.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. To the inside. And the basket by Splitter. He has 7.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Outside Mitchell. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Poeltl. And the dunk by Poeltl.
I don't know how you say this in Austrian, but that's bully ball. Jakob Poeltl.
The Lakers have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Pass to Splitter. There's the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Daniels misses.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Here's Splitter. To the middle. Here's Page. And he goes in for the dunk.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised you didn't come up with something a little more creative. And it's Page with a rebound. The Lakers lead by 5. Kuzma with the ball. Guarded now by Mitchell. Here's Splitter. On target from range. Splitter's got 10 points in the game.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Daniels. Pass to Pirtle. The Hawks need to get one up here. Daniels misses.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
With the tip.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
The big group substitution here for Atlanta. Here's DiVincenzo. To the paint. On the wing, Daniels. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Splitter, pass to Vanderbilt. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Hawks trail by 12. Pass to Kuminga. Down low. And Kuminga throws it down.
Big time slam there from Kuminga. His coaches and teammates encourage him to get up strong like that.
Here's Splitter. To the inside. Cheatham passes to Bridges. Here's Splitter. And Los Angeles, another three.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
And Atlanta shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. Outside Kuminga. Good D by Vanderbilt. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 13-point game.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
DiVincenzo, pass to Johnson. Kept alive. Good D by Vanderbilt. The Lakers lead by 15. Pass to Shed. Here's Splitter. To the paint. And the basket by Cheatham. Cheatham's gotten his second bucket.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers leading by 17 at the end of the period. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. That's a big difference maker.
We've got Mikal Bridges, and it's Mr. Clutch in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He dropped 48 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night here. Behind, he's checked in for the Lakers.
One shot.
What's up?
And that one misses. Hawks trail by 17. Pass to Rizachet. Outside Mitchell. 4-3. Rizachet. It's good on the putback.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Here's Splitter. 13 points in the game.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Los Angeles foul.
Hurdles checked in for Hachimura.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Back to Mitchell. Outside Johnson. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Lakers lead by 17. Kuzma outside. For three. And the basket by Splitter. Splitter's got 16 points now.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Johnson. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Here's Splitter, covered by Johnson. Chalk up two there.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
From deep, Mitchell buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Splitter, checked by Mitchell, and the basket by Splitter. He's got 18.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Rizachet. It's hauled in by Behind.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Uses the glass on the layup.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Rizachet. And Porzingis with the block.
That's a forgotten skill, as Porzingis able to get up there and throw that one away. He's finished top 10 in blocks a couple of times. I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Atlanta calls timeout.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And real quick, let's check out the field goal percentage leaders in the postseason. The 4th spot held by Kristaps Porzingis.
Since we started the playoffs, he's been totally locked in offensively, taking and making some good looks.
Inside, here's Daniels, and he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Looking confident inside at 6'7". Daniels has the height to feel comfortable down low.
To the middle, here's Splitter, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Ooh, it's stolen away for the finish. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Pass to Kuminga. Here's the teardrop. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Splitter. He's got 24. Porzingis misses. 50 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Daniels. Cuts off the pass. And it's the Lakers on the break. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Electric. Bridges getting the fans on their feet with that dunk.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Kuminga with it. No good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Splitter. Down low. Porzingis passes to Kuzma. Here's Splitter. Back to Kuzma. Takes a 3. Knocks down the triple.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And so it's Los Angeles with an almost surefire victory here. Up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back to the game after this break. And the energy is palpable in this arena. Welcome back to the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. Atlanta is shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Davion Mitchell is out there with Dyson Daniels. Then it's Rizachet. Then there's Jakob Poeltl.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Splitter. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Back-to-back threes. Making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Splitter's gone a terrific 5 of 7 from three-point range. He's feeling it right now. Now Mitchell, 5 points in the game. Pass to Daniels, 5 to shoot. Offline with a 3.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Splitter. Again, the Lakers score.
How aggressive has he been on the offensive end? Over half the team's points have been his.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Rizachet, defended by Kuzma. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Porzingis. Kuzma, the pass to Splitter. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
What a feed from Kuzma. I like it when he finds the open man, and so do they.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Atlanta. And miss after miss right now.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Here's Rizachet, defended by Kuzma. Outside Mitchell. Over to the left wing. Lets it fly from 18. 2 points. That one goes.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Knocks it down from distance.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Pass to Rizachet. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he makes the first.
Team foul. At the line for the Hawks.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here are the Lakers now. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Splitter. Rebounded by the Hawks.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Bam! Jalen Johnson taking flight.
Here's Splitter. Checked by Mitchell. Here's Cheatham. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Left side Mitchell. Pass to Daniels. Out to Hachimura. His first shot attempt. And it's Cheatham with a rebound. Cheatham's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Splitter. Rebounded by Daniels. The Hawks have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Mitchell, the pass to Daniels. Back to Mitchell. Hachimura left side. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Kuzma's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Splitter. Launches a 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
The 3 from Mitchell. Drains the triple. Mitchell's got 8 points.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Here's Splitter. And he gets the bucket.
He is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Hachimura. And it's Cheatham with a rebound. Cheatham's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Splitter. The 3-pointer off the mark. The Hawks shooting a less than average 27% in the third quarter. Outside Mitchell. Unloads. And it's Cheatham with a rebound. Cheatham's got 6 rebounds in the game. Splitter, pass to Cheatham. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when 1 will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. To the paint. Here's Hachimura. Tipped.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
The Lakers call timeout.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him right now. Have to use that timeout and get him some medical attention.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Here's Splitter. Knocks down the long J. Splitter's got 44.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
We've got Jared Vanderbilt. He's out there with Connect. And it's Cheatham in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the Laker 5. Pass to Splitter. The three is up. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
That was just an awful decision. I mean, you have to keep the clock moving. There's no reason to foul there.
DiVincenzo, I think, is starting to take a lot of pride in the fact that he could do a lot of little things for the basketball team that add up. He scores, he gets some rebounds, and gets some assists. He's a weapon.
And Atlanta making a change here. Hachimura's checked in. Atlanta's gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. Pass to Kuminga. And it's Connect with a rebound. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting 76%. You don't see this often. Here's Splitter. Yep, that one goes. Splitter's got 8 here in this quarter.
And as the clock winds down, it'll be interesting to see how both teams adjust in game 2. But confidence building indeed for the Lakers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they're off to a strong start in these NBA Finals, going up 1-0.
They really sent a clear message tonight that they intend to win this series. They played with real determination out there, and you just hope they can maintain this energy level.
And what a huge performance it was for Mr. Clutch.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
It's Daniels with a drive. Pass to DiVincenzo. And Atlanta misses again. And it's a Lakers ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's Splitter. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
They swipe it. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching.
Who's gonna topple a king? Go for the knees, then go for it. Don't miss or your campaign is over. So long adieu, say sayonara. Who's gonna topple a king? Bet it all steps ahead of you. King Whoosh. Carry the crown. It weighs heavy at the head. It's around. It's around. God carry the crown. It weighs heavy at the head. It's around. It's around, round, round. Who's gonna topple the king? The lieutenants and all the generals. Who's gonna risk their neck for the power? Who's gonna risk their neck for the power? Emperor of the Serengeti. Get one in home territory. Once the track onto is over. So long and you got sayonara. Who's gonna topple the king? Tell me who's gonna topple the king? 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 Who's gonna topple the king?
Wow.
Ooh, now it's not comfortable.
This Paul George is moving too. Current level 40.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those moves.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And you can feel the anticipation building with the introduction of it. Folks, it does not get any bigger than this. NBA looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Pirtle. Daniels out there with Mitch. Then there's Ricochet. And for Los Angeles, we've got Connect. Mr. Clutch out there with Bridges. And there's Porzingis. And it's Page in at the power forward position. We'll take a look at the Hawks. Everyone wants to see how they're going to respond to this challenge, Greg. Game 5 on the road, NBA championship on the line.
You know, I think it's going to be key for them to just block out all the noise. You don't focus on what's being said or written about you. You just focus on the present moment because that's all you can control.
Terrific advice for these players. Mitchell against Splitter. Jacks up a three. Hits the three-point bomb. Splitter's got the first bucket of the night. A three-pointer for the Lakers. Mitchell outside. Down low. A steal. Splitter against Mitchell. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Splitter passes to Porzingis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, you'll see teams try to bump Porzingis around. Didn't work that time.
Splitter against Mitchell. The turnaround jumper. Rebounded by the Lakers. They need to put the big loss on Tuesday in the back of their mind.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defense that's showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Porzingis. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night.
Well, I'll tell you, sometimes Porzingis makes it look easy around the basket.
Mitchell against Splitter from past the arc. And Mitchell gets it to go. Mitchell's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for draining the triple.
Here's Splitter. And it's Ricochet with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Shot clock at 5. Got a piece of it. Here's Porzingis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Porzingis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And bringing the aggression and the energy. 2 things you like to see from Porzingis.
Hachimura
is checked in for Atlanta. Jalen Johnson comes in for Ricochet.
First team foul. Substitution on the board.
Pass to Hachimura. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Pass to Cheatham. Mitchell against Splitter. From downtown, and another 3 for the Lakers.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And here is Mitchell. 5 points in the game. The Hawks again can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's Splitter. Good, nice job down low. 8 points for him.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Now, here's Mitchell. Shot to stop the run. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
1:31 left to play in the first quarter. It's good. 10 points for Mr. Clutch.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Kuminga's come in for the Hawks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Mitchell. Now Kuzma. Following the miss by Jonathan Kuminga from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic. It is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And there's the pass to Daniels. On the wing, Johnson. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Johnson. Atlanta again missing. Lakers leading by 11. Inside, Splitter. And it's slammed in by Splitter.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Johnson.
2 shots.
And Johnson drops them both. LA has gone to it. Through from deep so far in this game. That's a completely new group for Los Angeles. On the court right now for the Hawks. They've got Mitchell. He's out there with Rizichet. Now get Pirtle up there with Jalen Johnson.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Mitchell after the made shot from Split. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against Atlanta had a huge game. He dropped in 38 points, and he was in a rhythm from both three-point land and the foul line. A fantastic performance for him. Something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Splitter passes to Page. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, just by hitting the offensive glass, Porzingis can pick up a lot of extra points.
Pirtle trying to get open. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Bridges. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Rizichet.
And Bridges is a crafty player, knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
And the first one drops. Vanderbilt's checked in for Porzingis. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Lakers leading by 13. The 3. Splitter misses.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
At the elbow, it's Mitchell over Splitter. And that one hits back iron.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. From deep. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Hachimura, he's checked in for Atlanta. Mitchell against Splitter. Mitchell passes to Hachimura. And here is Vanderbilt. 1:22 left to play here in the half. To the middle. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Now here's Splitter. Jalen Johnson missing his last shot. Splitter passes to Page. Here's Vanderbilt. They grab their own miss. Yep, it counts. And the Lakers lead by 20.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pass to Rizichet. 30 seconds left now here in the second. Bridges with some nice defense.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
To the wing right side. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And run the ball. Substitution on the court.
So it's Atlanta now. DiVincenzo with it. And he drives in. And he uses the glass on the lane. DiVincenzo's got 7 points. Got it off in time. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with an 18-point.
The Lakers, 46. The Hawks, 28.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
He's definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Mr. Clutch out there with Bridges. Then it's Connect. And there's Porzingis, and it's Page in at the 4 spot. That's the Laker 5.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Lakers leading by 19 points. Now here's Splitter. He's got 24. It's good. Page has got his second bucket tonight.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And Atlanta has possession following the bucket by the Lakers. Now Daniels still yet to score. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Mitchell. Splitter covering.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And Pirtle sends it back. The Hawks trail by 21. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And it's Ricochet missing.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And it's good for 2. 26 points for Mr. Clutch.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Hawks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Mitchell. Here's Pirtle. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Splitter passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Nice play. Porzingis, such a good finisher in the 2-man game.
Pass to Pirtle. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Nice D from Porzingis. Top Splitter. Covered by Mitchell. Splitter passes to Page.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Well, he's been off the mark, and it's impacting his team's ability to put points on the board. He needs to reset his approach.
Hawks making a change here. Johnson's checked in. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top three-point shooters in the playoffs. You take a look at Splitter. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Porzingis.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their three-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Splitter's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Risacher with it, working on Williams. And it's Risacher missing.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
First team foul.
And that one falls for Splitter. And Splitter drops them both. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Good on the bucket. Splitter's got 33.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Hawks shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Williams against Johnson. Looking to end the run. Oh, that's blocked. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And the Lakers making a change here. Boeheim's checked in.
Boeheim. 2 minutes remaining in the third.
Just 5 on the clock. DiVincenzo kicks to Kuminga. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Lakers have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Splitter against Johnson. Splitter passes to Cheatham. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here is Hachimura. Still scoreless. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Splitter misses. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hawks. There's the pass to Daniels. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Splitter with no one around. Nailed from three-point land. Splitter's got 36.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Splitter misses. The Lakers moving the ball around. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Splitter's got 39.
And those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Floats it up for Kuminga. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, he leads everyone in scoring, and he shows no intention of slowing down.
And so it's Los Angeles going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be back with you shortly. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you completely new group for Atlanta.
At the line.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
On the court for Atlanta, we've got Daniels. Also Mitchell out there. Reza Shea is out there with Pirtle. And here's Splitter. Puts up a deep three. No good on the shot. Splitter against Mitchell. Going inside. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Quick burst in close from Daniels for the bucket.
Here's Splitter. Sinks that one from the post. Splitter's got 43 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Mitchell wide open. Hits it from three-point range.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Up top, Splitter. Covered by Mitchell. Again, the Lakers.
I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Here's Splitter, and there's the big-time king. He slams it right over Mitchell.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Pirtle up top. To the right side. Fires the three. The rebound by Boeheim.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And they came to play tonight, asserted their will, a terrific performance. And it'll go down as a crucial Game 5 win for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this win will put them right on the cusp of the championship. They'll be holding a 3-2 lead with 2 shots to win the title.
Yeah, and it looks like they're fully prepared to get the job done in Game 6. This was no fluke performance tonight. This was a team asserting itself and showing it has the ability to rise up when the stakes are at their absolute highest.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game. For Mr. Clutch.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Over to the left wing. Reza Shea wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Splitter. Rebound by Mitchell. Out left to the wing. Launches a three. The Lakers with the rebound. Here is Splitter. From deep three-point land. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their head straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe just a little bit easier, knowing they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Just gigantic, you're right. And that concludes our coverage of Game 5 of the NBA Finals. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.